Welcome back, guys. If you're new, make sure to like and subscribe. So I'm not really doing an upgrade or a fix at the moment, just kind of like a modification. So obviously the truck came with the lift pumps. The previous guy had them sit down a little bit and kind of angled, which isn't a bad look for the truck, but I don't personally like how open they are to like sticks or road debris or something to hit them. Because if one of these gets hit by something and gets punctured, the truck will literally not run anymore. So kind of a dangerous spot for them. I'm not moving them completely, but I am just slightly pushing them up. So this is where they're at now. And then I'm gonna push them about up here. So you're mostly only gonna see the one. Actually, my bed is bent a little bit right here, so I might try to bend that down. But basically, it will, for the most part, protect one of them completely and the other one almost all the way. The other reason I'm doing that is because here in about a month or so, I'm ordering a bunch of new parts for the truck, and of those parts, one of the things is track bars. So if you guys don't know what track bars are, they go right to the bottom of those brackets and they come up, and it's just a long metal tube about 2 inches in diameter, and it goes to the bottom of the frame right there. Basically helps with wheel hop and axle wrap if you're just driving, towing, or if you're doing burnouts or something. Definitely takes a lot of strain off the truck, so I'm ordering those, and I wanted these a little bit more out of the way if possible. So there's yeah, a little bit better than it was before. There's our final product. I pulled the bed down a little bit. I'm gonna pull down the front too right there. Like that lip was now bent down, I'm gonna pull down that lip. And I threw a little gloss black over it just so it blends in a little bit better. But yeah, overall it's definitely a lot more hidden now, a lot more protected. Next, I have to go get the Sawzall and cut these off because somebody had side steps on the truck a long time ago. My last few trucks have had these. They pulled the side steps off, didn't pull off these. And I'm not taking off the cab mounts to remove them, so I'm just gonna Sawzall cut right here. And then I think I'm gonna start sanding down, the frame so I can try to clean that up a little bit. I didn't paint all the way up on those either. I just gotta stop so I can see the number when I replace them. But yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning up the frame after as well, just so that looks a little bit nicer. And yeah, just a bunch of little stuff on the truck. I also gonna take a razor to the front and rear. I'm gonna go all the way around this because there's a little bit of excess gasket that's squished out. And I wanna just get that off. I'm gonna do that on both front and back. The rear really isn't that bad. That's honestly almost enough to just ignore it, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. The front is like out to here in some spots, so I'm gonna cut those down as well so it looks a little nicer. I need to cut this thing out of the way too. I'm gonna go find something to snip that. Well, maybe I'll just have to remove the bolts because that might cut pretty hard, but that's the old spare tire hanger. Just dangles around now because there's no spare tire under here. And there we go. Good as new. So far, no leaks either. There's still a little bit of leftover liquid from when I originally closed this and spilt it, but other than that, no leaks. Here's the front one. Like I was saying, some of it sticks out pretty far, so no leaks on this one either though. All been good, besides the regular Dodge Ram oil leaks and a little bit of power steering. All done. Nice and clean now. So the frame on the truck overall is definitely a main frame. Definitely live up here in the woods in Maine with salt and whatnot. It's all solid. Ironically, the rear cross members on these trucks, I guess, don't go as common as the Chevy trucks, because every Chevy truck I've had, the rear cross members are always gone. This one is solid still, but as you can see, it's getting pretty flaky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand down and get off all this old flaky stuff, and then I've got a rust protector, rust inhibitor that I'm going to spray over that and let it dry. And then obviously throughout the winter you clean the crap out of it, but it'll look a little nicer and help protect it. So here's the before. And here's the after. Definitely not perfect. I still haven't done the very back yet. But yeah, it's kind of like a rubberized coating is what it's well, that's what the can says. But I'm assuming that it kind of dries. I'm gonna do a lot of coats, but I'm assuming it dries and turns kind of rubberized. and you know, protects it for the most part. You can still rinse off salt over the winter, and then probably next winter I'll have to do it again, which is usually what I prefer, because then you know it's actually like holding on and working. So I did there, and then I did all the way under, all the way up through in here. So it's all rubberized now. Getting ready to do the other side, but it's so much darker and like cleaner looking in the wheel wells now, instead of that orange nasty looking rust color. Picked up 2 more cans of this stuff because I was pretty much out the other day, and there's a little bit more I want to do on the inside of the frame, like up under the truck, because obviously that stuff's very important because that's where salt hides. So I picked up 2 more cans, and then that is all transfer case fluid, and there's a little pump or whatever to put into those, and so I can pump the fluid into the transfer case because I can't get the bottles to actually reach. They didn't know if it took like 2 quarts or 6 quarts, so I got 6 in case it takes that many, but chances are I'm probably gonna bring back 4, and then picked up more diesel additive because I am out again. And then after this, after I do the transfer case, drain and fill, finish coating the frame, I'm going to throw the car in the garage over there and rotate the tires, because as you can see, those ones got a little more meat. These ones are a little more smoothed out, so I'm gonna rotate those. Every time, dude. All over me. Dude, that shit's kind of dirty. I don't even know where the drain plug just went. Dude, that's a lot of fluid. Drain plug literally went flying. All the fluid is out now, so I'm putting this bottom one back in, and then we are going to start filling it from the top one. Some gorilla put this thing on last time because that was way too tight. I had to use straight up my persuasion bar with PB Blaster, and I heated it, and it like made a crack sound when the thing came off because it was so tight. But it's off now. It is all filled now, so just buttoned it up. It only took 3 quarts. I don't know why, it looked like a lot more than 3 came out, but that's all it took, was 3 quarts. Tires are all rotated. Truck is feeling happy and healthy now.